What if the boy who only wanted to be free was born with the most terrifying power in existence? What if Monkey D. Luffy had Gojo Satoru's powers? In this world, Luffy never eats the gum-gum fruit. He is born with something far rarer, the Six Eyes and the cursed technique called Limitless. From the day he opens them, his eyes see everything. Every movement, every intention, every flow of energy in the world. And around his body sits an invisible barrier called infinity, an endless space that nothing can ever cross. No blade, no bullet, no fist will ever reach him again. As a child in Fusha village, he doesn't understand it. He only knows that nothing ever hurts. Then a red-haired pirate named Shanks arrives in his village. And the day comes that should have changed everything. A monstrous sea king rises from the water to swallow the boy, but its jaws stop dead, inches from his face. Infinity holds. The beast can never touch him. Shanks never has to save him. Shanks never loses his arm. The scar that shaped Luffy's entire life never exists. Still, Shanks gives him the straw hat and a promise. And Luffy sets out to find the One Piece. But this journey will look nothing like the one you know. Alvida swings her club and it stops in the air. Buggy's blades hang frozen, never landing. Kuro's speed means nothing to eyes that see everything. Every enemy attacks, and every attack simply stops. He doesn't dodge. He doesn't block. He is untouchable. He still gathers a crew because they follow the man, not the power. Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji. They come to him anyway. But now Luffy fights with something else entirely. He raises a single finger and space itself bends.
Cursed technique lapse.
Blue, a point of infinite attraction that crushes everything toward it. Then he reverses it.
Cursed technique reversale.
Red, a wave of pure repulsion that erases whatever it touches. At Arlong Park, Nami cries and finally asks for help. And Luffy destroys the entire fortress with a single strike.
No struggle, no sacrifice.
Just silence and rubble. When Crocodile turns to sand, Luffy simply sees the shape of him. When Enel calls himself a god, Infinity holds his lightning still. When CP9 surrounds them, Luffy speaks two words: domain expansion, unlimited void, and every enemy collapses, drowning in infinite information. Then comes the war that broke him in every other timeline. Marineford, his brother Ace chained to the execution platform. 3 admirals, the entire navy, Whitebeard's crew bleeding. In the world you know, Luffy is too weak, and Ace dies for him. But not here. Akainu's magma fist tears across the plaza toward them, and it stops a hair from Luffy's chest. Nothing can touch him. Nothing ever will. He walks through the greatest war in history completely untouched. Kizaru's light, Akiji's ice, Akainu's magma, all frozen at the edge of infinity. He steps onto the platform, and he breaks his brother's chains. Ace lives. Whitebeard survives to watch his son walk away free. The war ends not with a death, but with a monster the world cannot kill. And in that moment, everything changes. Because the world finally understands what Luffy has become. He isn't a rookie pirate anymore. He is a walking impossibility. The Navy has no weapon that can reach him. The Yonko cannot fight what they cannot touch. Kaido, the strongest creature alive, attacks him for an entire night. Not a single blow ever lands. Then Luffy joins blue and red into something that should not exist. Imaginary mass. Hollow purple, and an entire island is erased from the map. Big Mom falls, Blackbeard falls, every threat in the world falls. The celestial dragons, who call themselves gods, hide from him. Even him, the shadow on the empty throne, feels fear for the first time. There is no one left alive who can stand against him. And that is exactly where it all goes wrong. Because Gojo's power was never a gift. The Six Eyes never turn off. Luffy sees every lie, every wound, every death before it happens. He sees the fear in the eyes of the people he saves. And infinity, the barrier that makes him invincible, never lets anything reach him. Not a blade, not a bullet, and not a single hand. He cannot feel Zoro's shoulder when they laugh together. He cannot feel Nami's fist when she hits him. He cannot taste the meat he eats, or the sea spray on his face. When Ace hugs him after Marineford, Luffy feels absolutely nothing. The most physical, affectionate man in the world is sealed forever inside a space no one can enter. He wanted freedom. He was given isolation, and no one in the entire world can reach him anymore. He arrives at Laugh Tale, and he arrives alone. No crew ever had to bleed for it. No battle was ever truly won. There was never any adventure. There was only an ending. And standing at the top of the world, he finally understands. Being the strongest was never the dream. The dream was the people who fought beside him. So he does the only thing he has left to do. He lowers infinity, knowing it makes him mortal again. And for the first time in his life, he feels his brother's arms around him. So would you take Gojo's power if it cost you every single touch? Comment below.